Well, we might as well document this little screw up. I got on a train in Hamburg and I knew that I had a connection, but I decided to close my eyes and listen to music for a little bit, and I ended up missing my connection. So now I'm in some little town. I'm still in Germany, and I have to wait 45 minutes for the next train to take me back to the part that the taxi will not drive me to. He will only stay in his town. So I'm at a bakery right now having something to eat and waiting for my next train to show up so that I can hopefully connect to my connecting one, that I can hopefully get into Denmark for you guys.
North of 35ers, I am here in Tonder Festival, we're in Denmark.
Yes. Give me a band with free rights to go wherever I wanted. Now, right now, there's not a lot of music going on, but let me go backstage. So I'm backstage and I'm gonna meet these Canadian music artists, and I ended up meeting 10 strings and a goat skin. And I'm back there and I'm just like, is this really happening? I'm backstage at a music festival. I didn't have to pay anything for it. Normally the tickets, from what I can figure out, are like $100 Canadian. But I didn't want to pay that today because I'm on a budget and I broke my camera and all this stuff has been going on. Anyways, so I'm back there and the lady that's organizing the event said, do you know that we had the ambassador from Canada kick off the whole festival? I'm like, what? I'm like, what's the chance that you can get me to see him and interview him? And they did. So this guy, Andre, totally came and did a shout out to Canada. And he lives in Copenhagen and he represents our government here in Denmark. What a thing. So then the musicians come and we totally do this whole interview. And it was a fantastic interview, even though they don't qualify because they're not over 30, but who cares? I interviewed them anyways because they have a story, and their story is their PEI, and they're here in Denmark playing at a music festival. But it didn't end, so I'm wandering around. I got to go to all these places, and then I was gonna go back, and I wanted just to say thank you to the people that helped me out. And I'm telling them that I still didn't find, I'm looking for badges or, you know, to put on backpacks because you guys sponsored me. So I was looking for a badge for my backpack for you to say thank you from Denmark. And the guy that helped me to get the wristband totally was going to get one of the volunteer drivers for the musicians to take me to the souvenir store, and then I'd have to figure out how to get back here. But it's like a 20-minute walk and I'm not missing my train again. So that's okay, I'll go to the souvenir shop, I'll buy that expensive souvenir thing. But as I'm leaving, the other lady that came and helped me totally come out with like a package of like a dozen stickers for this festival. So I didn't get the badge, but I got you stickers, and what an amazing story, and I cannot believe my experience and how my day completely turned around in Denmark. Thank you so much. Like, it brings the tears to my eyes because it's been a tough day. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been tough. And the hospitality that these organizers gave me just is so heartfelt, and I'm so appreciative. So thank you to this festival. If I get a chance to come back to Denmark, I'm coming to this festival. Thank you. The backpack sessions, and today we are in Denmark at the, where are we?
Festival.
And I managed to meet, you guys, 10 strings and a goat skin.
Yes. There you go, yeah.
From PEI.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Normally, I'd be interviewing people that are over 30.
Oh, really?
I know.
Is that just a preference? Or?
It's just north of 35 is about aging with adventure.
Oh, okay.
But
Interesting.
you guys are here and I'm here, so we're going to interview
exactly.
just like... And
we're in the prime of our adventures.
So you know what? We're going to go a little bit... We're going to shuffle it around because, you know...
Well, I
now
guess
that you get into Denmark.
Yes.
I'm in Denmark, you're in Denmark.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Awesome.
And you guys actually know where Grand Prairie is. That's
yes, that's of course.
Never been, but we've heard it's nice.
Yeah. But we've heard a lot of people, because we do play traditional and folk music, that we've heard a lot of people say that we're just
old at heart. So
Old souls.
there we old souls. So there we go. Like there's the
Yeah,
the 35
Okay,
connection.
well, we'll go along with that, a little bit of a music soul theme. So normally I'd ask, what is your, tell me a little bit about your guys' story.
Right. Well, we are 10 strings and a goatskin, and we play kind of different traditional musics. A lot of which that come from our roots. So we started off playing Irish stuff, and we do Franco-Canadian and some Scottish and every kind of here and there, Acadian of course, and just a kind of a real kind of cross section of Canadian traditional musics. And that's kind of how we started, and then we write our own tunes and songs now, and we're just kind of evolved a little bit since our first. Yeah, we've been together for about, I think, 6 years. Started off in the parents' basement.
That was my question. Was it a backyard band?
Yes.
In the
Oh,
basement?
yeah,
It was
very
in-
much so.
It was in the
Kitchen?
back. Yeah, exactly.
Kitchen?
A little bit,
A lot of
bit.
kitchen?
Yeah. And yeah, we would just do like fundraisers and like
Yeah.
social things for around the community and
Town
stuff.
festival.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was just really fun. And then it kind of kept growing, and eventually we're now touring, so kind of full time. So it's fun.
We've been on tour for about a month and a half. Well, by the end of this tour, will be a month and a half. We'll be gone. We did 3 weeks in France. We did a week in back in the United States, and then we're back here. We did the UK, and then this is our second last stop.
Yeah.
Your guys' travel sound as crazy as mine. So, what are some of your guys' biggest accomplishments already?
Yes.
This right here,
This is
yeah.
one of the
this is
bigger ones. Yeah.
Top of the top right
Top
now.
of the top?
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit. Two
Sure.
albums?
Yep.
One.
We don't talk about the first one. But so we do have one album that was kind of we consider it more like a demos, and then the second one we recorded 2.5 years ago, and that was kind of the first professional recording that we did, and that was in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Okay.
So-
Love Halifax.
Yeah,
what a
great-
fun
great
city.
place.
Yeah,
place.
and we so we recorded that, as I said, 2.5 years ago, and then we are now gearing up for a second recording. And it's been a while since we recorded because we were all in school and stuff, but now that we're doing this kind of as a full-time gig, we've
Yeah.
Is this the full-time job?
This is a full-time job.
This is my full-time job.
This
Oh,
is
lovely.
awesome.
That's great.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy to have a full-time job that you're living your dream?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's
We've
sometimes
never
hard,
really
right?
had, yeah.
It's
Exactly,
tough.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
totally
Yeah.
tough. being
you
there.
know.
I fell asleep on a train today and missed my stop. That's what
Tough.
That
happened.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. You're gonna say something.
Oh,
Were you?
was I? I don't know.
Chair, kid.
Totally forgot. So
Okay.
I'm already there.
So we'll move on. So you guys already got these accomplishments. You're all under 21, right?
Yep.
They're-
We're
they're
21. I'm 21 and Kale's 19.
Okay, so you got these accomplishments already. You're over here in Denmark at a music festival. You've been touring in the UK. You've been touring in France, the States. So, what kind of attitudes do you guys think that you have to make all these accomplishments happen already?
Pretty much a lot of go with the flow kind of attitude, I suppose. I mean, we work with a couple different agencies that kind of tote us around, getting us to different places here in this side of the world and back at home as well. And so it's very kind of go with the flow. A lot of forethought has to go into when we get to be home and what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not very often we get to spend a lot of time at home. So
I think we also, I mean, it's weird that we pride ourselves. We don't pride ourselves, but we I mean, especially within the folk community, I mean, it's we try not to get big heads about things.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course
we really are. I mean, really thankful for everything that festival organizers and volunteers do for us, and we try to remain humble as possible.
Huge, right?
I mean, what a wonderful festival to be invited to, and just kind of seeing the hard work that goes in, that the volunteers put into
And
this
there's
stuff.
like
It's-
something like 6 stages here?
yeah, it's really
Like
really
I just
nice.
got here, so I haven't even checked it out.
There's
yeah,
so
it's
much
tons
going
of
on,
artists,
yeah.
and it's just kind of I mean, it's just so huge, and in the grand scheme of things, we're very small. So we try not to get ahead of ourselves, I guess,
Yeah.
in these things,
Very
So.
cool.
Yeah,
very
that's a good attitude to have, I think.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
And we're going to go you. How do you overcome fears and negative attitudes?
Wow. Oh, geez. What a deep question. I'm not a deep guy, so I don't know. In terms of fears, I guess we can relate anything to playing on the stage. I guess we all used to be pretty scared to go up on stage, and we just did it a lot, and now we're not so scared anymore. But fear, oh man, I don't know. Negativity is definitely something we really tried, and no, I didn't. I think you ask any of these folk musicians, it's something you really try not to surround yourself with, and it's kind of hard to, especially when you're at a festival like this where the volunteers are amazing, taking good care of the musicians. The musicians are amazing people. They're nice, and just the people here, just everybody's smiling, and it's, even if we wanted to be negative people, I think it would be hard, especially if you tour around places like these, which we have been for the last month and a half straight.
Yeah.
So it's not too challenging to overcome because we're just not surrounded by it, which is nice. Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
I don't know. Fears and anxieties on the road, I guess. Personally, I suppose just being away from home, I'm definitely always considered myself very much a homebody. I like traveling, but I also like having a home base. So that kind of sucks, and it makes you nervous, kind of not knowing exactly when you'll be back and for how long. And when we've been gone for a month and a half, and we've had a period of 2 days at home, and then a period of 1 day at home. So that's been pretty much all we've gotten there. So I guess there's always that, and it's always kind of, instead of just planning to do a lot, or planning just planning out in general what you're going to do exactly when you get back, and manage your time, I guess.
Kind of keeps you going.
Kind of keeps you going. It's like, okay, next stop home is then, and then you feel good about when you're going back.
When I'm at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's definitely for that, but negativity is just, I guess, just what Jesse said, surround yourself with good people and take time for yourself, I guess, because I love these guys, but sometimes you need to take a walk around the town you're in for a couple hours and go grab a coffee, and that helps a lot. That helps a lot to have your personal time for just like a little while every few days, just to.
Self-care is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Sometimes we suck, so.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
I'm not afraid of anything. No, I mean, absolutely. I think I definitely agree with Caleb on the front that, I mean, it is hard to maintain, relationships, whatever they might, whatever type of relationship they might be when you're away a long time. So making that work is a little bit hard and stressful, and can be scary sometimes. Yeah, I think as Caleb said, knowing kind of what's coming up and what you're doing, and the other thing is to really picture yourself in the grand scheme of things. We've this is, as you said, our first year doing it. We're very young. We don't have a whole bunch of experience, but we're gaining it. And I think whether this is what we're going to do for the rest of our life or what we're going to do for the next 5 or 10 years.
Yep.
It's an amazing experience that we really don't want to be giving up.
Yeah, I mean, take full advantage of it.
Take absolute full advantage.
it.
Yeah, and then sometimes like that comes with sacrifice. It certainly does come with sacrifice. But yeah, so putting yourself in the in context, I suppose.
Yeah.
Your situation in context is a big thing. And negativity, I agree with these guys in the way that there's very little. And every so often you meet like a butthole, and you just don't talk to them because there's lots of other people to meet. So and I mean, and just being, as I said before, try to be really humble and thankful for everything that you're given. So yep.
Okay, I don't know who's going to answer this question, but if you could give one piece of advice to the world, what would it be?
Oh, we're 3 very different people, so.
Okay, give 3 pieces of advice.
Oh, jeez, no, it's worse.
Now, who wants to go first?
This is once again, I'm not a deep person. I don't even know what I ate for breakfast today. I don't know what
I don't even know what country I'm in.
I think I have a good one that sums up everyone.
Go for it.
Just in the words of our favorite TV personality, Red Green, keep your stick on the ice.
Yeah. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah. That's great.
Hey, that works for me.
I think I can't beat that.
Yeah, there's nothing that's so Canadian.
We've been finishing our shows with that, actually. Yeah. We'll enjoy that for some reason.
There we go. So, future plans?
Recording.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for. We're going to Quebec in October for about a week and a half, and we're recording with the amazing Leonard Podolak from the Ducks, who actually is a big fan of Tuna and got married here a while ago.
Yeah,
he was so in love with the place. But we're recording, and hopefully we're gonna have a new album out by next year. And that's the big project. Other than that, just touring some more. We're going to France and Switzerland for 3 weeks in September.
Yep.
and touring here and there and getting ready for
Where are you guys
next
going
year.
to France? Maybe I'll see your dad.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're,
I don't
we're
know,
gonna
all
be
sorts of
in,
places.
in Brittany, and I think in Normandy, and down in the south.
I'm going to be down in the south.
In the south.
Okay.
And keep an eye. We'll connect on Facebook
So
and
we're
then.
gonna have to connect on Facebook, but I want you guys to tell me your website so
Yeah.
we can find you later.
Yeah,
Go for
It's 10stringsinagoatskin.com.
And
Pretty
you
simple.
can find
That's
us
it.
on Twitter at Strings and Goat,
Or Instagram at
or
Strings and
Instagram
Goat.
at Strings and Goat.
Yeah,
it. Very cool. And Facebook,
and
And
Facebook.
Facebook is 10 Strings and Goatskin.
Yeah, so it's just
YouTube.
at Strings
yeah,
and Goat,
yeah.
Strings and Goat.
I know social media. That's how we're doing
All over
this,
the place.
right?
All
do
over
it.
the place.
Okay. And I just need to put a plug out. Your dad's here. Who's
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Our dad,
yeah.
Mark Gallant, yes.
How amazing is that to have family here?
It's great. I mean, he works with us, so he helps manage the band's affairs, and he's never been over to Europe. So this is the first
been
English
wonderful.
tour we've had here, and he's predominantly English. So we thought we'd have him over with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
Very
it's great.
cool. So I got to meet your dad. I got to meet you guys. You're gonna be on television in Canada, so let's just send our love out to Canada.
Canada.
Stick on the ice. On the ice.